Welcome back to your next installment of Strategy Guide from the Saudi Arabian legendary event in F1 Clash. Yes, another legendary event is about to begin with weekend's action on the way. With opening round on Saturday and final round on Sunday, we want to make sure you get enough points and enough prizes to improve and enjoy your experience a lot more here on F1 Clash, and especially as we look ahead to the new season, which is roughly in about 3 weeks' time. It's not far away at all. That is when we expect the new season to start. So you need to upgrade your drivers, you need to upgrade your parts, you need to get as much coins as you can, and you need to get a great GP finishing position so that you can go ahead and maximise your season score potential. Yes, so here we are, getting ready for the strategy guide that's going to change the way you race. Whether or not you're in junior, challenger, contender, champions, you've been racing for 5 years, or you've been racing for 1 day, we're going to change your experience on F1 Clash and give you as much information as we possibly can to help you on your way. So of course you should know, with qualifying underway, that you've got Niki Lauda, Prost, Norris, Piastri and Nemesis all boosted. So again, the sponsor tasks are in your game. You'll see them when you go into your tasks for the weekend. But what is the circuit we've got coming up for the weekend? We have 2 doses of Jeddah, double Jeddah, race 1 and race 8, both taking place in dry conditions. We've got Zandvoort, Monza, Abu Dhabi, and then we feature 2 of the wet circuits, Singapore and Monaco. Yes, Hutch have chose violence, Monaco in the wet. And we've got Japan at race number 7. So really, we've done 2 of these already in qualifying, actually 3, 4. We've done them all. I could just repeat the guide from Tuesday. But no, we're here again to talk through all things strategy. So let's get into it. And of course, if these help you, please do hit that like button. It means the world. And let me know down below, what percentage are you at on season score? And where do you believe you're going to end up? Please do let me know. So, a mix of old maps and new maps, obviously, because we're transitioning into the new season soon. We have got Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, races 1 and races number 8. Both in dry conditions, both no problem on track temperature. So you want speed setups being required. You might want to take a little bit of qualifying to help you out though if you wish, just because it can be a little bit of a pain to get through at the start. Obviously, tyre management is required, so you want your drivers with the best tyre management. Your Alonso's, your Hamiltons, Verstappens, but obviously check the legendary drivers and anybody receiving a 20% stat boost, because they might become your best drivers. Now, down in junior, we've got the free hard. The one stop is vital around this circuit. In challenger, we've got the free medium, which you should be able to do with around 45 tyre management with a little bit of conserving. We've also got an alternative of the free hard. Now, we give you both strategies to try and give you an alternative. It doesn't mean I'm going to be running driver 1, driver 2. It's just to give you options of what you can run. Now, contender, a good 70 tyre management plus with a bit of conserving will get you free soft. If not, free medium is absolutely fine. And then in champions, we've got the free soft, and one of my favourites that I've introduced, the 2 soft 4 medium, which is an absolutely unbelievable undercut, especially when the AI are all pitting on lap 3 and lap 4. Now, the boosts above my head, they feature both of the track stats for this. This is how we run the strategy guide. Dead Fast, Eternal Flame, Eagle being the best boost around here. Quick shout out, you could use Street Shark, Firework, Eclipse, but these are the boosts that feature both tyre management and speed. Now, the track map that you can see just over there, that is not here for pretty colours. That is here to show you where to push and where to conserve. Basically, Jeddah, attack the first half of the lap, conserve the second half, because you only really overtake in that first half of the circuit. So Jeddah is done and dusted. Let's kick into Zandvoort next, which is an older track map. Yes, so here we are, all the way in the corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner, as we've said before. We have got Zandvoort then for our oldest style track map, and we have got cornering being required for your setup. Go full cornering, add a little bit of qualifying, that will help you out massively. Overtaking drivers going to be required as well, so Alonso's, Verstappen's, but check those 20% again. Now, of course, we're going to give you some secret tips as we go through this video. So for example, champions and contender, maybe more champions. If you've got over 90 tyre management, you can run a 4 soft, 4 soft. So please bear that in mind. But if not, 50 tyre management is going to get you a 4 medium, no problem. Challenger and Junior, you've got the 3-3-2 and the 3-2-3 to make sure that you don't double stack in Zandvoort. But remember, if you've got 50 tyre management, I would recommend a 4 medium. It is a very decent strategy at Zandvoort. Now, the boosts down the bottom, we have got Copper, which is the best round here. We've got Glitz, Herald, Cranberry, and Ode as well. Some of the other boosts I've seen people use, and even I use, you've got Dragon, you've got, I think Glitz can be used. Obviously, it's in there at the moment. Even like Unstoppable is fairly decent around here. And in the top right track map, basically conserve down the straights or the slightly bendy straights and attack through the corners. It is the best place, but it's a tough track, Zandvoort. But hopefully with this strategy guide, we're going to give you the best tools to do the job. Now, Circuit 3 is a pain in the backside, but luckily this week it is not down to wet conditions. We have Monza for track number 3 in the dry. So, defending drivers now required. Leclerc, obviously Norris with that feature boost, but check any driver and legendary driver. Full speed setup around Monza, little bit of qualifying because it is a very tough circuit. Now, 90 tyre management plus, maybe with the help of the Palm boost, will get you a 4 soft, 4 soft. If not, 4 medium with 50 tyre management plus is good for champions and contender. Challenger and Junior, you've got the 3-3-2 on the softs and the 4 hard. I do prefer the 1 stop around this circuit, but I don't want you to double stack. That's why we've got both options depending on which way you want to go. Now, the bottom right, you'll see the track boosts that we feature for both defending and speed. We have got Rainbow, Tulip, Voice, and Warrior. And the top right track map, 3 places to conserve that power unit. No surprise to see that is down the straights and attacking through the corners. Monza could be make or break this weekend. And I mean, make or break probably keeps us in line with what is the next circuit that we've got, which is Abu Dhabi. Yes, Abu Dhabi returning this week. Tyre management and speed. So same as Jeddah, basically. A little bit of qualifying in there. Tyre management drivers. And it's all about the 1 stop, again, in champions and contender. 3 soft, 4 medium, 3 soft. And you've also got the 2-2-3 and the 3-2-2 over in challenger and junior. Now, an alternative strategy that you can use is a 3 medium, 4 hard. 4 hard, 3 medium. That is going to keep you to a decent 1-stop strategy as well. Deadfast, Eternal Flame, and Eagle are the 3 good boosts around here that feature both that tyre management and speed. You can see the top right track map, 3 places to conserve that power unit, and you've got the yellow for medium, red for attacking as well. Well, what else have we got up next? We're going wet. We're going race number 5, and that is down to Singapore. So should be an easy circuit. You should have noticed the easiest race of your life when you raced in qualifying. Race start, drivers required, Hamilton's, Russell's, but remember those 20% boosts as well. You have got wet conditions. Now, most people are probably, with the tyre management that we're seeing at the moment, and a little bit of an update to the track map, champions and contender, you're probably going to get away with a free wet. You're going to need some decent tyre management, probably in the 80s to be able to get a free wet. But if not, it's a 2-2-2 across the board in wet conditions. Now, the boosts, Copper, Prince, 2 solid boosts, and we've got Timeless, Hook, Kawhi, Herald, Nazar, and Ballast. Top right track map, 3 places to conserve. It's down the straights, attack through the corners. This circuit, you should be eating up the rivals and eating up the points because it's a very decent track to score points at. Now, race 6, we have the dry track map. We don't have the wet track map. It is Monaco in the wet conditions. Defending drivers, cornering car. That is what you require. So make sure to get your Leclercs, your Norrises, Piastris, whoever you're using that's boosted defensive-wise is going to be probably pretty good. And a full cornering setup with a little bit of qualifying in there as well. Now, I mentioned this in qualifying, that champions and contender, 4 wet is fine. If you're using a boost like Palm, you can run a 5 wet, 3 wet. You probably need about 95 tyre management for that to be comfortable. In Challenger and Junior, 50 tyre management will get you a 4 wet. But in Junior, you might want to look at the 3-3-2 if your tyre management is pretty low. Hook and Prince are the 2 best boosts around here, but you've also got Movember, Jin, Sar, Cranberry, Reindeer and Downforce, and of course we mentioned Palm as a very good boost as well. Top right track map, 3 places to conserve the power unit, 1 in yellow for medium, but attack that last sector. The Nouvelle chicane coming out of the tunnel and through the swimming pool section bodes well for overtaking. And then we move on to Japan in the dry. And here we are. Japan, in that dry conditions. I tell you what's worse, the old track maps or seeing me double. What do you reckon? So, this is probably going to be up there with the fastest lap circuit this weekend. It's going to be close to Zandvoort, which is not a bad lap for a track time either. But it's cornering, and you can probably get away with full cornering, round here, rather than a bit of qualifying, but I don't blame you if you take a bit of qualifying at Japan. It is a race start track, so race start drivers are required for this one. The bigger you go on the track stats, the faster your car will be. And your driver, of course. You have got Junior, the 223 and the 322, and it's the same for your Challenger conditions as well. In Contender, we've got the free soft for medium, free soft, but you might need to go to hards if you don't have around 75-80 tyre management, because that is where the mediums come in handy. And then in Champions, we've got the 4 medium, free soft, and free soft 4 medium for Suzuka. The track maps above and the boost selections, we've got Hook, Cuppa, Herald, Nazar really good. We've also got Kawhi, Prince, and Timeless too. And the track map in the middle, 2 big places to conserve that power unit, a couple of yellow big spots, and we've got red for attacking. So again, a really good race start opportunity at Japan, so hopefully you're going to be scoring some very big points from this circuit. Well, that is your Saudi Arabia legendary event opening round, final round strategy guide. We put the effort, we put the time in so that you don't have to. We try and take all the guesswork out of your conditions, and we try and make this game as interesting as possible. Always open to feedback on our strategy guides and strategies that we advise. Sometimes there's room for improvement, but I try and give you the best knowledge that I've got. Other people might have different varied opinions, and that is fair. So just let me know if you do think there's any changes that are required, but these are going to get you scoring very well at this weekend's Saudi Arabia Legendary GP.